We're live. There we go. Well, I'm back, and Dave's not here. Did I scare him off? It's been a fun 2 weeks.
You've got no picture.
Yeah. I don't have a picture?
Nope.
I'm gone. You don't see my camera
It's all black.
You have zero.
It's been black the whole time.
All right. Well, I'm going to refresh.
You have color on, right?
With technical difficulties.
She's got the fro going.
Zero has zero picture.
So we are.
And it's a more of a high top.
Hey, there he is.
All right. I'm just gonna roll the intro. I don't have
Fab Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
You know, it's bad. It's like next time Dave's off, I'm like, give me a bad joke. Like all the bad jokes I know are like Norm Macdonald jokes that take like a half hour to tell.
All right, well here's one. What do you call a pudgy psychic?
I don't know.
A fortune teller.
Oh man. Well, I missed being here. I'm back. And then we're gonna be off next week, just so everybody knows. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. It's a good time for friends, good food, family. But yeah, I missed y'all, so I'm glad to be here. It's Thursday night, it's 9:00. And if you're watching us here live on YouTube, thank you very much. Already got a bunch of awesome folks chatting with us over there. So if you're watching us live, hop over to that live chat, drop some comments. We'll be highlighting your comments throughout the course of the show because, as always, we've got a bunch of cool things to talk about. And make sure, if you haven't already, go back to slam that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Ring that notification bell. And also, check the link down in the descriptions below where you can get a Figure Action shirt from our Teespring store. We've got some of the best priced podcasting merch out there. You're going to look good. You're going to help out our show. And we really appreciate y'all. We'll be giving away a Figure Action shirt. I actually have a new design. I need to publish it. And once I do, I will have that design along with another prize. I'm waiting for that to come in. And we'll be doing a giveaway when we come back from Thanksgiving. And it'll be a good one.
I need one. I need to get one.
I need to order some new ones. And I am going to order. I'll spoil it. We have the Dave Scale shirt. I'm putting out the Zero Luck shirt. So I can wear that with pride, and that'll also force Dave's hand to buying his own shirt because I don't think he has yet. So
cool.
Maybe we'll get one with like Dave and somebody else, and we have like tipping the Dave scale. Maybe I'll throw that together. But yeah, let's find out.
Joke together.
Yeah. What's that, Ted?
I said to put a joke together in his absence.
Well, think if anybody in the chat has a cringeworthy joke, drop it in there. I see we got Lance hanging out. Yeah, he's celebrating my return. So get TF Hustler excited to be here. McLattering, how's it going, man? Well, let's find out how everybody's doing. Man, I got a big haul from being out for a couple weeks. Start off with you, Mike. Mike. See, you two are sad by the passing of a legend.
Yes, it was unfortunate news to hear about the loss, the definitive voice for my Batman. You know, so it was tough to hear.
Yeah.
But thankfully he's no longer in any pain, and you know, cancer's a bitch. But for me this week, because it's been so long. I just have a couple things that came in and that I was kind of going through and taping on and taking some pictures. But first off, I finally got my Sergeant Slaughter in from Big Bad Toy Store. Let's see. I got this guy in, the DSO2. So the second figure in this stylized Superion. And Sony, I can say at this point, I have not stabbed my finger enough to bleed anything on this. So I'll get him up here. I have not transformed him yet. That's the second part. And I'm still a little hesitant with it. But
talk to me after that.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard he's awesome.
I take sarcasm from that.
Nice tight joints.
You know what? Though, hold on. I'll say that there was that one video about his ankles and everything being loose, and so far, knock on wood, I have not seen anything about that yet. But like I said, I also haven't transformed them, so we'll see how it goes after he goes back and forth.
I had one problem with that video. It had a peg sticking out the foot the whole time. I was like, I know that flips in.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. Sorry for Shanghaiing this, but you have here at the bottom, like he didn't have this little tab out too, and you can see there's a nubbin on there, and even if you have it on a completely flat surface, it's gonna make it tipsy a little bit. And the lock for the ankle has this little tab here, and it's once you untab it, it is a bitch to get it kind of lined back up, especially if you pull it down and do an ankle tilt, because of the armature that holds the foot to the leg. So I'm not going to challenge his transforming ability because he's amazing and I'm horrible. So, but that's something I did notice. And last thing, it's one that's already been out, but I got to thank G Tony for giving me the chance to look at it, and that is the Gigapower rendition of Grimlock, and he's very nice. And it was nice because this is the only guy I'm missing for my Gigapower set. I used the KO oversized Grimlock, so having them all together was it was really cool to see, in hands. But
I think
that's what I got.
You have a warehouse full of those.
Well, he said that was a story and a half just to get that one from across the water. So other than that, just waiting on, I think like the rest of us are going to talk about tonight, waiting on Serpentor and Dr. Mindbender since they've been bumped up. So hopefully I have some more stuff after the holidays.
Right on.
So
next up, you know him, you love him. You've probably clicked on a bunch of his videos. TMan. How the hell are you doing?
Hello. I'm 2 days away from my haircut and shape up, but I might, I guess. I got this guy, and I hate glare. Well, let's see what happens when I turn this on. Meh. But yeah, I got the retro Iron Man.
It's a big thing he comes with.
Yep.
Out $20?
Huh?
It's $20.
40, isn't it?
Okay.
45.
All right.
And I got this Scarab Scarab Trooper, part of the sumo. And I got something else that you ain't gonna be able to see. Stay tuned to my channel.
I will say you can now retire that one head you were using.
Yeah, where is it? It's on the table somewhere. Here it is.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that doesn't look like you. So
Yeah.
it's worth upgrading.
It's a light skin Chatwick. I got some Transformer that I should be talking about.
well, you had a video about Dead End this week, right?
Yeah. Dead End. This guy. Sergeant Slaughter. Was I on last week? I might have been. I got this guy.
Oh yeah.
You know, they missed a this might be a Dave joke, but they missed an opportunity to like have an in joke and call him Fanstasm.
Phantasm. Phantasm. Or Phantasm. He's all right. And that's all I'm going to talk about. I can't remember. Pay attention to my social media and my channel.
Next up, TM Reviews. Sony, how the hell are you doing, man?
What's up? I'm doing good.
I see you got the good flavor of those Truly punches.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is the good ones.
Okay.
I got this guy just like everyone else. I finally put a label on him. That took forever. I love this guy. I just got this, even though it's old. It's Planet
I
X.
love that figure though.
It's really good. I was surprised
Yeah.
how good it is, but the reason I got it is because the Leo, the Victory Leo. So I can combine them together. I wanted this guy, and apparently
That
it's really hard to find. So
and you wanted to do a versus
what? Wait, what verses?
of the HasLab.
No, the HasLab. So
Oh.
this is IDW. You can't
Yeah.
really compare this with HasLab.
I'm glad I got him when I did because I was gonna hold out on the MMC. And
The only thing to compare this with would be Flame Toys.
yeah,
That would make the most sense. But even the Iron, I have the Iron Trans one, and that one is like way different. It's not like
that's
not
G's
even
that-
comparable.
yeah.
Tell that to the people in the comments who said they rather get that than the HasLab.
I think they might. I mean, I'm getting both. So, that's it. That's all I got.
People would watch. That's all I'm gonna say.
See,
Well, I've
about
been
you,
away. I've been away. Work has been hell, but fortunately, I'm off of the weird schedule to get back to my regular schedule on Monday. Thankfully, instead of going to the end of the month. And there was a brief period of time where they're like, "Hey, would you mind working on Thanksgiving?" And I was like, "Yes, I would mind." I have not had a day. Actually, today is 1 month since my last day off.
wow.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
have worked from the 17th to the 17th. It has been absolutely bonkers. So I'm looking forward to having a weekend. I'm going to a good friend's birthday on Friday. We're going to go to Fogo de Chao, which is a Brazilian steakhouse in Baltimore. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Saturday, my wife and I are having a date night. We haven't had a date night because of my work schedule, so we're going to go to Magooby's Joke House, and Nick Mullins performing there. And good comedian, check him out.
Nice.
He's on a podcast. Podcast name I can't say on Figure Action because I don't want to get. Well, we're not monetized, but yeah. But check him out. He's fantastic comedian. So I'm looking forward to that. And boy, oh boy, I've had a lot of stuff come in. Like I'm caught up on Legacy. Thanks to BBTS, I got myself Bombburst. I think I got him like. Gosh, right after I took my little hiatus.
Hey, you forgot to embiggen yourself.
Oh yeah, I do need to embiggen myself. As I turn around, look at you. See, I'm rusty. You know, that's what happens when you take some time off. So let's see. I had to bring up the box because I started trying to display these guys. We'll go core class and up. I got my my Murder Bee, core class Murder Bee, which is neat. I actually like this guy a lot. I put him next to my my Dark of the Moon Soundwave on my MP shelf. Let's see. I have all of the Wave 3 Legacy. So I got these guys in. With it's funny, I found those guys at Target. And then of course, Dead End was sold out, but thankfully Sony got me with the hookup. So I've got all my Wave 3 Legacy Deluxes. And
I still haven't seen Motormaster.
Really?
I haven't seen it anywhere.
Oh wow.
I'm not looking for it either, but I just figured I'd see it. I'd come across it.
Got my first Wave 3 Voyager. I got him courtesy of Amazon. He is awesome. Man, it's funny. Like I really like the Siege, the Tetrajet, Starscream, and I just loved how filled out that figure was. And this guy definitely has it all. He's got leg fillers. He's got wrist fillers. I mean, the only thing bad I can say about this guy is on mine, the waist is a little bit loose. I can fix that with Kiki. And I'm not a fan of the weapons. I wish they'd at least, and I'm going to take some red vinyl. I have red vinyl tape. I'm going to try and make it match the wing. And then just the Star Saber is so dinky. I wish they had just omitted the Star Saber and put the budget into the wing and actually made it transform from the wing. But I digress. Good figure. Guess we'll get into some of the other Studio Series stuff. I got Hot Rod, who is actually really good and has a lot of. What's that?
I didn't know that was out.
Yeah, Amazon had him. I got him, and the it's funny. Deluxe got his. And I was talking to him this morning, and we were just kind of in all over the engineering that went into this figure. There's a lot on him that, like, a lot of panels, a lot of parts that fold out, things you would not expect on a modern day Deluxe. That said, there's one big complaint I have about him is because of how they design the legs. This is as much knee bend as you're gonna get. Like, he gets like maybe 45 degrees of knee bend, which is unfortunate. I also got crosshairs. Man, avoid this figure. Avoid it. It is terrible. It just kind of is, and things fall off of it. And like the backpack is just god awful. Like, I thought, like, well, how bad could it be? But it's bad. Don't get it. I, I did also get from the Studio Series the Fallen. I absolutely love this figure. I mean, yeah, the alt mode is a joke, but I mean, he never transformed in the movie. But the paint on him is just so good, and I love the fact that they managed to do double light piping in the head. He's also got an articulated jaw. Just the only thing that would have made this figure like super amazing is if they gave him a waist joint. Like, for whatever reason, he doesn't have a waist joint, and they could have done it like they did with the old Voyager and put a cut right up here, or given him like a diaphragm joint on a ball. Would have worked fine. But despite that, I really recommend this figure. It feels really substantial. The plastic feels good. It has some cool little engineering tricks. Like, I like how these connected pieces actually have like all kinds of joints, or you can just not have them connected if you want extra arm articulation. And lastly, for Transformers, I got the Shattered Glass Soundwave, and I like this guy a lot. And I was messing with the Shattered Glass Blaster, and these two look really, really good together. Really,
Your camera's
really
having a stroke.
I know my camera's having a stroke. It's probably because I don't have my green screen. But yeah, these two look really good together. Highly recommend the Soundwave, especially if you missed the Netflix one. But just cool figure. Let's see. I got myself the Valaverse Scarab, which also is a really cool figure. And he's gonna fit right in with my Python Patrol guys when they eventually show up. And I finally got my NFT Megazord. I do not collect NFTs or buy into those. I just always wanted the black and gold Megazord, and I got this last summer and cashed in that stupid NFT. And then they finally were like, hey, it's ready to ship. I have really good tolerances on mine, like really, really good. It's like the tolerances on this are what the regular Megazord should have been.
We'll have to send some pics of that.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see it.
Yeah, I've got them in my my display over here. And lastly, I too got the Iron Man. What's crazy is this is like Iron Man. He comes in. I haven't opened mine up yet.
Box is huge.
Yeah, the box on this is huge. I also have the Venom 3-pack. So look at this.
Okay.
This is 3 figures, right? And one of these is a deluxe size figure. They fit all 3 in this box. This box is just so his cannon comes packed like the plasma cannon comes packaged in this box, and then you also get your retro card back Iron Man. They really, with this Venom 3-pack, they really wasted no space. And as I mentioned, you get 3 figures in here. One of which is the Riot, and I believe he's the Space Venom body. You get this Venom, who is not a small figure, and you get Agony, and Agony is, like a regular female size body with a big hairpiece. In fact, the hairpiece is so big it doesn't come packaged with her head connected. Like you have to pop her head on. But yeah, they like wasted no space in this box. But for the retro one, they were just like, fuck it, we're gonna go big. We're gonna make like a big ass Toy Biz box from back in the day. And oh yeah, I almost forgot. I too got Phantasm. I'm gonna
You
call him
bought
Phantasm.
everything.
It's been a few weeks. Except I went with a larger label on mine. I know a lot of people are going with the smaller label, but I think the larger label.
I went larger as well.
No, mine is
large too.
unusually small.
So
I don't know.
but he's nifty.
Yeah.
That's it for me. But yeah, it was a pretty big haul there, if I do say so myself. Well, we'll go ahead. We'll get into some news topics here. We got quite a bit to talk about. Let's start off with a pulse. I got to make like an intro for this. I'm going to call this segment Pulse Check. Where you can look at. So did everybody on the panel pre-order Death Source?
Yes.
I have not yet.
Not yet.
So yeah, he's got 25 days left to go. 9,059 backers. So
All right.
So I heard that people are getting their Star Sabers in, and they're coming misassembled.
well, we're gonna talk about that next.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Sorry.
Remind me again on the numbers that they need for like the two. Is it 2 tiers?
Yeah.
To get
So
all the extra stuff?
to fulfill both tiers, they need 17,000 backers, and that gets you the throne. Which to me, the throne is actually one of the more exciting pieces.
Yep.
You know, the accessories, they're all tied to 1,400 backers. I mean, this has 25 days to go, but I'm glad you brought up the assembly issues because, you know, we saw with the Robbie Reyes crowdfunding that criticism and legitimate criticism can impact Kickstarter. And so, you know, here Sabertron reports assembly parts issues for Victory Saber. So it appears to just be impacting Victory Saber, and just trying to enlarge this picture. But as you can see here, for whatever reason, they gave him 2 left hip skirt pieces. Now,
is it one-off? One-off?
I'm hoping this is a one-off. And one of the things that I can say about the customer service with HasLab is with my Unicron, when I moved, I was disassembling my Unicron and I pulled off one of the rings, and when I did, it hit my coffee table and chipped it. It didn't chip my coffee table, it chipped the wing. Like, I was able to fix it with super glue, but it just didn't look right. So I called Hasbro and I was like, look, hey, I have a crack on one of the wing pieces for my Unicron. Is there anything I can do? Do you guys have any replacement parts? And they were like, oh, absolutely. So
Really?
they FedExed me a they're just like, tell us the part number.
Wow.
It was all in the manual, and they sent it to me relatively quick too. So, Hasbro's Hasbro, their like customer service is fairly decent, but like I actually called them today because on my Hero is Born 2-pack, my Alpha Trion has like paint shipping, and even though the set is available on Hasbro Pulse still, they're telling me it's out of stock in their warehouse. So,
okay,
I'm like, okay, so, my options are I can order another set, and then when I get it, I can return it, and then I'll wait for them to mail me a checkout. Like, that's how they operate. But I think if you're doing something through HasLab, they will take better care of you.
So that's great, but for this price point, if it's a mass release issue, then I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna back. I might actually back out. Like if I get a messed up Star Saber.
Calm down. That's one guy.
No, if it's one guy, I'm good. I'm happy. It's fine.
I don't think it's going to be a widespread issue, to be honest. Like, I mean, this here, that is like somebody was asleep on the job.
That's what I mean. If
Yeah.
it's an assembly error in mass,
Yeah.
that's no good. You know, it's $180 or $190.
Yeah.
If
I
it's
think
just
more
a
than one
one-off,
person has gotten them, and I don't think a bunch of people have been complaining.
Yeah. Go says, whole year, though, I'm concerned on the future of Hasbro. I mean, I'm not really concerned with their future as much as I am with the price hikes and the fact that we've gotten these price hikes, but we've seen QC issues go up. And, you know, now you can't even look at a figure in the store to see if it's got a QC
Roman
issue.
Games loves conspiracies.
And I mean, like, I like buying through Amazon because if I have a QC issue, I just do, you know,
that's true.
I just do an exchange. You know, they'll replace it with the exact same item. It's very rare that Amazon can't replace it for you. You know, if you're pre-ordering a product and you get it when it first comes out, super rare that they won't fix an issue for you.
No, I'm okay with that. I'm just saying, if at that price point and for a specialty product,
Yeah.
if it's a mass release problem, you've ruined your trust with the fandom. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, they do need to have some sort of for a large company, like the fact that third-party companies allegedly have QC checkers.
Mhm.
You know, and I say allegedly because I have had QC issues with
Sure.
my fans' toys. I mean, there was that widespread issue specifically with their kickback where, like, the wings would shear off if you moved them.
Yep.
Mhm.
I don't understand why they don't have people like going through as these are being packaged and just giving them like a spot check and making sure, especially for a product that is crowdfunded. Like part of that, you know, money should go into having somebody make sure that the figures people are getting are
Yeah.
as good as possible.
Somebody was asleep. When they showed how Unicron was made, it was like people were definitely involved in putting it together.
Oh, 100%.
And I'm looking at, now that I see the picture bigger, I don't even understand how it's attached like that.
I'm willing to bet
Yeah.
that it's probably like 2 C clips holding the skirt piece on. Like there's a C clip on the inside and a C clip on the outside. It just kind of runs through.
So historically, any other that has labs, the only one I ever recall that had a potential QC issue was the Sentinel knee, correct?
Yeah, I mean the Sentinel knee was less of a QC issue and more of a design flaw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my Sentinel, I mean, there's, I think it was Robo from Fwoosh showed how you fix it, and basically all you do is you take like a spudger or some sort of flat object and you pop the screw hole covers off, and then you just take a Phillips head screwdriver and just, you know, gently tighten it until you get the desired tension
Tighten it.
on it. Yeah,
Okay.
but still, it's like then you get Galactus, and Galactus has like ratcheted knees, elbows, ankles, and it's like
Oh,
after I got Galactus,
I
I
did
kind of
see
felt,
one problem with Galactus. Somebody got two of the same faceplate.
yeah, I did see that too. And then again, how do you not have somebody like going through and spot checking to be like, oh, yep.
Well, okay, so like I said, if this is a one-off, one dude got just unlucky, fine. I don't want to. I think we should move on. By the way.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we'll move on. I mean, we kind of beat the dead horse on QC checks, but you know, I do think it's worth pointing out when we're paying the prices we're paying. I mean,
Right.
this is a chug figure that's kind of encroaching on third party pricing. You know, they need to back it up with the quality, and I fear for Death Source because these two kind of go together like peanut butter and jelly. But you know, this sort of stuff could hurt them, and I think that they're kind of missing the mark, that they need to have a commitment to quality with these. Otherwise, their reputation's going to suffer, and people just aren't going to back.
Well, thankfully, we'll all be finding out here in a few weeks. I mean, I got my email saying that's going to be shipped out soon. So
Yeah, same.
What Jay said.
Yeah, I do agree with Jay's point too. That with mass-produced products, things are going to slip by. I don't foresee this being a widespread issue, but if it happens to more than a dozen people, there's going to be a vocal fan base that's going to be like, hey, this is a problem. Now, I do hope that people that do have issues don't shrug it off. I hope they call Hasbro and say, like, hey, I have a problem, because they will help them out.
I would freaking hope.
Yeah.
But
okay.
what else we got?
Next up, we have a little bit of a fun thing. Now, this isn't, as far as I can tell, this isn't coming to the U.S. We're not going to spend much time on it. But, man, Happy Meal toys, man, they were always a fun thing. We used to get some cool Happy Meal toys that kind of dwindled. This is a neat one. Apparently, it's only in Malaysia for now. If they come out here, I will probably be interested. I don't know why I can't. Sabertron, what's going on? I can't embiggen your images.
Oh, I remember saying these before.
Yeah, we'll do this here.
Is that a video?
I didn't know they
so
had Meal toys.
We'll do the video here. So these are like actual functional little Mr. Potato Head minifigures, and they're done up to look like Transformers. They got Megatron, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and
I think these are going to be a real
Grimlock.
product.
Yeah,
they're going to be a little bit better than this.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, it's a neat little Happy Meal toy. Like, they have the Optimus Prime here. I wish we kind of got this. I wish we got this stuff here. I miss the days where we got like little like Micromaster size Transformers that actually transformed.
We used to get whole Lego sets.
Yeah.
From McDonald's. I remember getting Lego sets, Hot Wheel cars. I mean, like full-blown toys, basically.
Yeah. And the cool thing about getting the Lego sets back in the day was, like, if you got a double, you didn't really care, because you can use those parts to make other little creations.
Now I remember where I got those Legos from. I remember playing with them.
They had like little wheels and everything.
Yeah. So
next up, and this is the last bit for our official news, Robosen has a Strike Gold sweepstakes. You can either buy the elite version, and I say elite with air quotes because it's a smaller, cheaper version, yet they're calling it elite, I guess, to try and get people to double dip. But there is a Golden Lagoon version of the Robosen Prime that you can get. And then there's also an I'm going to enter just because I'd love to have the Peter Cullen autographed one. But
there was somebody.
So you're going to buy another one?
No, I'm not going to buy another one. You actually do not have to buy another one to enter.
Oh, okay.
So there's two ways to participate. You can either buy the elite version and upload your receipt, or there's a form. You can go to their YouTube channel. There's a link to the form there, and you can enter that way. So the Peter Cullen one is actually the flagship version, and the gold version is the elite. So, definitely check that out. It's up on their YouTube page. Worth mentioning.
Come with a Peter Cullen hug.
I wish it did. Like, it's like I need to meet the man. I like asked Deluxe. I was like, can you get me his autograph when you get to TFCon? I was like, yeah.
TFCon, Sanjay met him, and he had him sign his Lego Optimus, and he got to like hug him and whatever, take a picture with him.
Meet him now.
But there was somebody who got the Robosen sign, like the actual. They brought that in and had him sign it.
You need to always invest in gold. And Brian Swanson says, if you got several Lego Happy Meal sets, you could combine them into alternate vehicles. Yep. I gotta say, like, a little side note here. It's like I shared in like the group chat we had that like video with Kevin Conroy's Cameo. Like he was doing videos on Cameo.com, and like man, what a good dude. Like he would do like the stuff for Cameo, and then he would give like the intended person like a pep talk. You know, just like overwhelming positivity.
Yep.
T-Man, how long did it take you to get to that point?
Several days.
Yeah.
Several days of agony.
I did it in a night.
Whoopity doo.
John
I
Wallace
want-
says he and his son got to shake Peter Cullen's hand.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you wash your hand after that?
Oh, I think
I-
we got
Never watched
botted.
it again.
We're getting botted.
Hot girls, we got a block.
Sweet.
Sexy fine. I can't block them from where I am.
I got it. Darkman Florida says, "How about that? I'm sure they'll come out with an elite trailer for like $500 to $600." Yeah, Marino Chacon. Yeah, he is going to be sorely missed. Does anybody else like when you read Batman comics? Do you read it in Conroy's voice?
Like,
Yeah.
oh, I hear it like this all the time.
Christian Bale.
Where are you?
Yeah, so we got a Transmetal Rat Trap, and this is looking pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm really liking all the stuff that they're doing with this. It looks like he has a faux head for his rat mode. So he has like appropriately sized shoulder pads for his bot mode.
Yeah. I
Also,
think they're definitely gonna have to do that.
oh yeah.
So, yeah, G Tony's gonna definitely be excited for this.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping that this isn't Photoshop. I'm hoping the eyes light up.
I don't.
I mean, they could be that painted material that you can actually light up, but it could also be
Or
Photoshop for these
Photoshop.
pictures.
Yeah.
But I think he looks really good. I mean, I still have the original Transmetal Rat Trap, and Dare 2727. We will be talking fans toys very
So
soon.
a lot of
Yours,
the,
Blake?
a lot of the Transart toys do have light up features, so it's possible that
Yeah.
it lights up.
Well, I think with like the way the brain cap goes on, it would be very easy to pop that off and,
Yeah.
and put like a small battery in. And like I said, you can tell they're doing like a faux head here. They gave him jaw articulation, they gave him a tongue, and the cool thing about this is look at what they
that.
did. Yeah, for
The
the belly.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
This is from Mang Motion's video. So is there a video out?
I'm pretty sure there is. Now this is on Third Party Unlimited, so he's got the caps. But I love seeing this here. how
where's
he
the link
scales.
where we buy it?
Here,
I
found it.
believe you can pre-order on ShowZ.
Oh yeah, Mang Mosin. Shows the store.
Oh,
Bye.
this review premieres in 7 hours.
Yeah, so that
Wow.
stay tuned for that because I'm
Not
sure
even out.
he's going to
Only-
showcase all the cool things.
Only unfortunate thing I see is the front of the rat body hangs really low in robot mode.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like it's down behind his knees, the rat body.
I mean,
He's got a tummy.
yeah, it's kind of like one of those things that like for them to do all the extra engineering, they kind of had to change up the backpack because he's hiding in the real rat head. I'm sure that the real rat head's going to enclose over the faux shoulder pieces.
I wonder, does it flip around like it did in the cartoon?
Oh, 100%. Because on the Transmetal, the wheel pieces were like on his butt. Like they didn't put a hinge. I remember one of the first customizations I was really impressed by. It was like on Unicron.com back in the day. They actually put a hinge on that backpack so it could actually flip around like this and sit properly.
I mean, they nailed the look of this guy.
Yes. I need it.
I also like the fact they made his robot head bigger than the original toy. It's way more proportionate to the body.
Mhm.
Still not getting it. But it looks very
Alright.
accurate.
Cool.
All right, next up, we get one that I am not in for, but we're going to take a look here. regardless. This is a kind of a teaser. There's also a robot mode teaser floating around, but this is for Kang Toys' next combiner. And they are doing a Dinobot combiner, a heavily stylized Dinobot combiner that looks like it'll draw blood.
Okay.
Wow.
Hmm.
Oh, I had to
But-
zoom in and realize that was Swoop.
Well, there is Swoop here. You got
Yeah.
Swoop. It looks like they're doing either Scorn or Slash. I can't really tell.
I think it's Scorn.
Yeah.
You know, King Toys has to be careful because they're making very big product that's also really specialized.
Yes.
You know, and you got to make a certain run. You got to make, you know, several thousand of these. And if you don't sell them, guess what? No more King Toys. They need another product that's going to keep them afloat.
I think.
Mariano said pass already.
Yeah. I mean, they're way too stylized for my taste.
Me too.
But I think there are a lot of people that like what companies like oh god, who was the company that did like the C-Cons and they did all the
TFC Toys.
TFC.
yeah, TFC. And like these guys like really give me TFC vibes, but they're making these like in more of a MP scale. And I feel like a lot of people are going to finish that Predaking and be like, well, this really isn't G1. And then they'll see this and be like, well, I can get this to go with my Predaking. And then that, like, the Dreamstar Superion, like, people are like, well, I can get that to get, you know, so on and so forth.
Did you see what Jonathan Walker said? He said, this is the first set. You need another 10 to combine.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they probably will have supplemental Dinobots to go in here.
For the feet.
This is the only picture?
There is a teaser of the robot mode floating
Volcanicus.
around.
Oh.
Yeah, but not the combined. Just kind of like it's like a silhouette of like and it's heavily zoomed in of the individual robot modes. This is the only clear picture. All right, we've got one more little bit of third-party news, and then we'll get into the fans' toys stuff, pre-orders.
Fan toy.
So this one is one that I know a lot of us are excited for. This is Fans Hobby has color test shot samples of their double agent in both varieties.
Which one are you getting?
Oh, man, I'm getting the Toon
Purple.
Deco one.
So purple?
The purple.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. You know, people say, well, the purple looks ugly in the robot mode because you got a big purple thing on his backpack, but it's on the back. You know, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Right.
People are crazy.
Because you need the wings to be purple.
Yes.
Sorry, Transformers community. But you're crazy.
Unless you buy both, which is even more crazy.
They really like their
They will.
alternate robot mode, though. I do not care for that.
If you buy both of them, please open it.
Yes. I mean, yes, the green looks more cohesive, but I mean, this is also how I remember him.
It looks plain.
Yes, it does look very plain.
Wait,
Well,
the
that
green
truck looks alright, but the robot it's too much green.
Yes.
the green is toy accurate or toon accurate?
I believe the green is toy is. And now I'm second guessing myself here.
Yeah, I don't think the original had that much purple showing in the alt mode.
No.
Just don't transform it to that alt
Yeah.
mode. How about
The
that?
green is toy accurate. You're right.
Well, maybe Fans Hobby shouldn't have stylized it so much.
They always stylized though.
I'm still kind of surprised that they're coming out with two different versions, like instead of just doing alternate parts. And
That's how they make more money.
I feel like it's going to be specialized, like what X-Transbots did with the Japanese and American versions for their punch counter punch. I think is really smart. You get the best of both worlds, because a lot of people are like, well, I want to punch, I want to counter punch. Why not just get both of these?
That's my plan.
You know.
It's like that zombie I just reviewed. You have to buy a whole new zombie to get a different facial expression and different hand pose. I'm like, I've never heard of that with an import style toy where they don't have exchangeable hands.
That is weird. I like that the cannon lights up here.
I think if you're a fan of the character and fan of the company, you're not going to go wrong either way. So it's a win-win, really. It's just your aesthetics.
And if you like robots.
I also prefer this way more than the MMC one.
Well, yeah, the MMC one is just Thesaurus, like, heavily retooled.
Yeah.
Well, I can't even say heavily, mildly retooled.
Theirs is supposed to be IDW as well, right?
Yeah.
It's just this just has a better aesthetic overall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean this definitely, like, it's like you can see this being
G1
season 3, season 4 shelf. Like, I want this dude on my gun shelf next to Overload or Overlord.
Okay.
Like those like late season characters, they're just like a sea of like purple, green, and teal.
Yep.
All
That's
right,
good.
now let's get to what everybody's been wanting to see. Everybody wants us to talk about these pre-orders that all went up for Fans Toys.
Yay.
So we're gonna head over, go to Dojo here because they've got all theirs like right together. First up, Parkour, and we got these are all new pictures from what I understand that were sent to retailers.
Yes.
Not all new, but
yeah,
some of them are new.
I think in the case of Parkour, this picture here of him posed is the only new one.
Yeah. Some of them are new. Some of them aren't.
So wasn't there one that he had like a second weapon or something?
Yeah, where's that? They don't have it.
Maybe it was just someone grabbed it from another retailer and.
Yeah, no, that was a new picture. That was a teaser for their next bot, so you're gonna want that one.
You know, looking at that comparison picture, like, is he smaller than Takara's second Bumblebee?
It's a good question because, I mean, here he is with Aussie. I'd have to like take Aussie on the shelf and see like where Bumblebee comes up to in terms of that like chest emblem he has. See,
you know, it's probably close. I'm looking at my Bumblebee and my Brawn.
Okay.
On the Chosen Prime site, they have all the same pictures, with the exception of they have like another version of this picture. You go over here, like they also have that old picture.
Find it real quick.
Yeah, I think it lines up. I want them to at least be either the same height or a little bit taller.
BBTS has the picture.
Okay.
Bring it up.
Yeah, let's go over there real quick.
So there's a new picture that has FT-56 weapon. FT-56 is their version of Gears. So it's like a teaser for Gears, basically.
Oh,
I see.
Which they don't usually do that, so that's kind of weird.
Hardcore is awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait for this one.
I'm with you.
Powerglide.
Yeah, and their pipes has to be coming out real soon. And it's funny because I know like TF Source like had pipes on sale, the Bad Cube one for like $40 over the weekend.
Man.
Warthog, man.
The car is fire.
Yeah, you know, we've seen pictures of this guy before. I was like, I'm okay with the DX9 version, but the more I see of this guy, the more
the
like
DX9 is good. It's good. I'm not going to say anything bad about it. It's good. This guy looks slightly a little bit more cartoonish.
Yeah, my favorite thing is the jet being the size of the jet.
Yeah, that was Matt's favorite thing. That was like the first thing Matt like was going on about was how they do that.
Did you see the picture on the stand? So you get a new stand piece with this horrible stand the worst stand we've ever gotten, third party.
Really?
It comes with an adapter for this. It's not the worst, but it's one of the worst.
It's not like you rushed to sell it or anything.
I actually didn't sell it, so I was gonna sell it.
Oh.
But then I saw this, and I was like, let me hold on to it.
Oh,
I guess next up,
Blaster does come with the cassette. It was confirmed. So
Yeah.
he's cheaper than Soundwave, Acoustic Wave, by $50, I believe.
and
yeah.
thank God they listen to people. Thank God they listen to people. So he does
Yeah.
have the yellow chest plate now, and this looks leaps and bounds better.
You wouldn't believe how many people left me a comment saying, "But I wanted the gold."
Yep.
They'd be all right.
Yeah,
They'll be all right.
All
Everybody
right.
wants it all, right?
like you're still getting the gold horns. I think the horns look great in gold.
Yeah.
You know, they look awesome.
Disassemble it and spray paint. Home Depot got some gold paint for you.
That or just wait for Toy Hacks. Toy Hacks will do it. Like
That's a
Toy
what
Hacks
up,
is
T?
the biggest hard on for chrome stickers.
Yeah, T. You're expecting them to take it apart and paint it. There's a substantial amount of people who don't transform them.
Well,
So,
don't buy it. You'll be all right. I want yellow.
no,
He has
You know,
never had a gold chest ever.
Never.
Agreed.
Right.
Get out of here.
But you know what? If it's an add-on, if it's an accessory, then that's the best of both worlds for everyone.
Yeah.
For
But they
those that
won't.
want it, yay!
You know what?
I'm happy with my DS.
You know what I think that was their mindset was? I was like in my basement earlier looking at Acoustic Wave, and he's got that gold trim on his cassette door,
Mhm.
and I was like, that has to be it. That has to be like where their mindset was when they were doing this.
Yeah, I knew that was immediately that was their mindset, but Soundwave had gold chrome paint on his chest.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, the cartoon it was yellow.
Yeah, but the
So what do
toy
you
was
think of
gold
these?
chrome.
Yeah.
What do you think of these thigh swivels?
I don't like this picture. And those knees. My main problem with him is those knees are hideous.
Yeah. So
Having the chrome, exposed chrome.
Yeah, no, it looks like he has holes in his knees
Yeah.
instead of it being like an actual
Right.
knee bend.
Yeah, I noticed that in this picture too. I still like it, but
I
that
hope
definitely
there
stood
are
out.
ratchets. Please be
they're
ratchet.
actually one of the gold. I'm sure it'll be ratcheted, or it'll be like a piece that like kind of collapses in there.
See.
I like the flat gray. I like the flat gray a lot, to be honest. I'm also shocked that he's not a metallic red.
Yeah, it's flat.
Yeah, which
Cartoon accuracy that Fan Toys has been chasing it as well. They want to match up with Hasbro. I mean,
Fan Toys does go for cartoon accuracy, but they also like their like pearlescent and metallic flake paint.
Yeah, I mean, this might still have it. I mean,
Yeah,
you won't really be able to tell until, because I mean, weren't we saying the same thing with Acoustic Wave, that it appeared to be like a flat matte plastic or paint, and then we saw that it had like that. So
it'll probably have the flakes in it in person.
Yeah.
I want it. Give it to me.
And lastly, we got to look at our cassette pack here. So thankfully, we know we're getting both of the bots. But
I don't. So the two animals do not look great.
Really?
I think so after seeing MMC Steeljaw, this thing looks very crude.
Not fair.
Have you seen
I agree it's not
Steeljaw?
I agree it's not fair. But
MMC is like twice the size.
And twice the price. Price. Still though, for fans, it doesn't. The sculpt is not great.
Look at these, and then go look at the KFC, and come back.
Yeah, KFC is not in this conversation though.
Look at the DS RAM horn, and come back.
That's a better comparison, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go grab it.
I think the most criminal thing about this set is you're only getting 3 of them. They're going to be very light on accessories. And it's funny here, like they still have this picture here because it looks like originally it was going to be a 4-pack, and the price, like the price for like, let's see, you got
but it has die-cast there, huh?
It does have
So it-
diecast.
It feels
So-
premium.
That way it swings in the air when you flop them around.
Yeah.
Well, actually, was the other set a 3-pack? I guess the other set was a 3-pack.
Yeah.
You just
It
got
was a 3-pack.
yeah, because that was the thing I remember complaining about at the time is just like they should have had Buzzsaw. Or wait, no.
Yeah.
What did you get with? Yeah.
You got Rumble or Frenzy with acoustic wave.
It's
the
You
same
got the
price.
other.
Yeah, it is the same price.
420.
So
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll do a set where you get like kind of like an acoustic wave and recorder set where you get your Buzzsaw, your Rat Bat, and then maybe
Yeah.
they'll do like Enemy or something.
Buzzsaw doesn't exist.
Buzzsaw was in like a couple episodes.
No. He doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I mean, so look at what you have there, Sony, and then see if you go back to the other picture
Yeah,
of,
we'll go back to
of their
Ram
ram horn.
The face sculpt
Comparatively,
is miles better.
But see how thin
Yeah, but
his body width is so small compared to this.
He's a
They-
tape.
No, but
I-
it just
It looks fine to me.
it looks like a
personally.
G1 cassette to me.
But I mean,
Nah.
at that scale for what it's supposed to do, I mean, for it to look like remotely look like a cohesive cassette, sacrifices have to be made.
I mean, this is coming from a guy who bought two already. So I'm obviously getting it. It's just
No.
To me, the head sculpt is miles better than any of them.
really
Yeah.
Look how it's shaped. It's angular. It's not just a flat block with a
square.
horn.
No, it's not square.
I think the weakest one of them is Steeljaw.
The Clouder says, I've
Especially-
only bought the acoustic wave tapes for Laserbeak. That Laserbeak's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna
Yeah.
let me see it in hand, but
And I mean, these also aren't really posed. Now, I gotta say, like the cassette box, like that looks really good. I love the proportions on their bots. And we have seen the MMC ones, but
I'm hoping the arms are better than the Rumble and Frenzy. 'Cause I didn't realize it at first, but when you really start trying to pose them, they don't have bicep swivel.
right.
Right.
He looks like he has double jointed elbows.
yeah.
And a rotation at the bicep.
I think with the Decepticon ones, they probably were like, well, what can we do to make the arms kind of fold up to accommodate the pile drivers? I mean, you're not getting the pile drivers here. They don't even show off any accessories. I'm guessing at minimum he comes with a pair of blasters and maybe an
Yeah.
alternative head.
Why would they come with pile drivers?
Well, no,
No,
the
he's
Autobots
saying
aren't
these
going
won't.
to.
Yeah, why would they?
No, I'm just saying that like value for money with
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean
This is
The-
$10 cheaper than the previous set.
that's true. I'm just saying like I would like to see like are these guys going to come with any accessories? I
They
mean,
should.
Yeah, they definitely got to have guns.
They gotta have guns.
I don't know why they're not shown. Is it a description?
no,
No,
it just says that they stand 2 to 3 inches tall.
they must have guns though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if
they have
don't, but if they don't, then what?
Then it's
Then I'm gonna hit up my pal Larkin and be like, make me some guns.
We're gonna live with it.
Yeah.
That wouldn't that be some shit if Larkin's like, no, you exactly that. It's like you're gonna live with it.
You
Now,
might make
if
a
they
mouth
don't
drop.
make guns, I mean, he was selling those Legacy Core Class Skywarp blasters like they're going out of style. In fact, I still have to buy a pair from him.
so they're
All right.
yeah. I think we can move on.
We're gonna buy them. We pre-ordered all of them.
I don't know.
I don't know
I
if
might not
Mike
get these guys. I did. I put a pre-order, but more than likely, so I'm not getting a recorder. Like I said, I'm happy with my DS, and I like MMC tapes better. So these might be of the past, but the other two I'm definitely getting. This is my KO, and he's a floppy mess, so he's gone.
I can't wait to retire Transistor.
Yeah.
I've had him for 7 years now.
I retired them before I've even owned it.
I retired mine too.
I mean, I'm not going. When I say retire, I'm not going to get rid of him because he was my very first third-party buy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, just take pictures of it
Hold on.
with that memory.
And let's also caveat Sony purchased Transistor twice, if I'm correct. So
3
He's
times.
purchased
three
more
times.
than
Oh, well, there you go. And Jonathan, just because it's FT doesn't mean it has to be bought. Sorry, I don't have the blinders on. I appreciate what they do.
one. I agree with
Hey.
Jonathan.
You do.
Like, what else we got?
All right.
Yep,
Well, we're going to move
next.
out of our Transformers news. We're going to talk a little bit of Star Wars here. There is a carbonized exclusive 2-pack, which I'm like,
It's expensive.
it's very expensive. And it doesn't make sense. So this is an Amazon exclusive. And did my headset die?
I hear you.
No, it didn't. It was just weird. I like all the background noise went away for a second. Oh, so this is an Amazon exclusive for this carbonized Royal Guard and TIE Fighter pilot. Now, we were talking earlier in the chat, and carbonized figures are typically like 25 bucks, and maybe depending on the retailer, 28. This set is $70. They have the link here.
It has a premium cloak.
I mean,
That cloak is $20.
I
You know what I'm interested in more than this?
What's
That
that?
Dragon Ball Z SH Figure Arts pan in the corner that I never noticed. Is Kevin still here? But yeah, it's not worth it, and I'm not buying it. Who else is buying it?
The 2 on the outer edge, are those?
They're like,
vintage?
Yeah, those are the 5
Vintage.
POA vintage.
Okay.
I won't even look
Yeah.
at those in the store.
And Inutabi says, I can see using the Return of the Jedi card back, but not carbon yet. And I think if they just made this a 2-pack of Royal Guards, I think people would be a little bit more excited for it. Like, why the TIE Fighter pilot? Like, it makes no sense for a 2-pack to have those two together, unless they're thinking like, oh, people will have to buy 2-packs. But I don't see people doing that. I actually see this set hitting deep discount on Amazon.
I see it ending up at Ross.
Probably, yeah.
For $20.
I mean, for that, I'd get it just to have a Royal Guard. I don't have one.
I wouldn't even get them at Ross, bro.
My question is, why the price?
Because Hasbro wants money.
Like,
It seemed like a lot of the stuff that's been exclusive on Amazon is all of a sudden more money than normal.
Which
Because
is nuts.
Sergeant Slaughter and he's not exclusive, but Kamakura. I was like, this is just a basic figure. Why is it?
You know what really pisses me off about Kamakura that nobody's
What?
really talked about is that he reuses all the movie accessories.
Yeah,
He reuses Storm Shadow swords.
I mentioned that. Every single weapon is reused.
Yeah.
is this cape is posable?
I'm not sure that it's got wire in it. I'm pretty sure that they're
Yeah.
just
From what it looks like, it doesn't. It's just balancing.
yeah.
Well, that's deceiving if they're just balancing.
I mean, you can do that pose right there.
Yeah.
It's balancing off of the arm.
Oh, I see.
But look at it doesn't have any neck articulation. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why it's so much.
Yeah, Skip. I don't want it.
Yeah. So next up, we also have another Amazon exclusive. This one isn't priced so bad, and this one, I'm not going to get this, but I have to say I'm a little bit tempted. I wish Dave was on because I'm curious what he thinks. But a lot of people have been wanting Strife, and here we get a Villains 5-pack. This is 125. So essentially, yeah, you're
When I posted this on my Facebook page, everybody was saying, I only want this figure. I only want that. I was like, y'all need to talk to everybody else and then team up and buy one set.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that robotic dude.
Yeah, pretty boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally want Strife. I also think Zero looks pretty cool. I like the fact that you get the portal effect reused from that Doctor Strange figure.
You also have to buy him.
I have to buy him because of the
Yeah.
name.
Yes.
I mean, you could say that about like the Borderlands Zero.
You have to buy them all.
I mean, funny enough, the name ExtraZero is actually a Gundam thing. It comes from the ExtraZero 8 from 08th MS team.
You gotta buy that too.
I have it. I need to
there you
rebuild the master
Let me
grade
know
model.
so I can send you the link again.
Oh,
When you buy it.
your link.
A lot of people bought this set. I've seen the reports.
How much is this?
Yeah. So this is 125. And
That's
for
just
for
right.
what you yeah,
For 5 figures.
Yeah, that's right.
and I mean Strife and Random look to be like larger figures. Like with Random you don't get any accessories, but
Not only that, you get the effect thing there. So like
right.
for 125, it's like you're paying regular retail price for 5 figures and you get a bunch of extra stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that Star Wars price. That makes no sense.
Yeah. And also too, I mean this is coming in a premium packaging as well. I mean you could make the argument for the Star Wars set because it comes on card backs, but
That's really cool.
Yeah, I think you could make the argument that like
You
Zero.
get a comic too?
No comic. Just that's the art.
Oh, on the back, on the box.
Or it's the front of the box.
That's the front. And this is the back here.
I was gonna say that's a lot.
But I mean, you can make the argument that Zero would be a $30 figure. Like he'd be a deluxe.
Yeah, if you compare it to Doctor Strange, who shouldn't have been I mean, you get that big ass portal, so
well,
they had to make the box bigger.
I got my Doctor Strange for like 18 when they clearanced them out. Like the week that they came out and they clearanced them out.
I should have waited, but I'm not gonna say that because I did get a significant amount of views on that. So
fair enough. So this is a cool set, I think. I mean, like I said, I'd be tempted on it.
So speaking of Amazon sets, did you guys order the 3-pack Vipers? And has the only person that's got theirs been Dave?
No. I got it.
You did get yours? I haven't even got a thing for mine yet.
You might need to go and update your shipping speed. Like you probably got stuck because my Apocalypse got stuck with them.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's annoying. You know what? My Vipers did not ship right when everybody else was getting theirs. I didn't get charged for mine for like a couple weeks. I feel like.
Yeah. No worries.
Next up, Revoltech Spider-Man version 2.
Yeah, this one's amazing.
So.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
This is a Revoltech figure. They are articulation first, aesthetics kind of second, but I think
you can hide it.
Yeah, big improvement over the past offering.
Yeah, the number of web effects too is awesome.
Yeah.
Like you get 3 different sets of web. You get the what do you call it? The wing web, the spooge web.
Eyepieces too. So
that's a lot.
Yeah. And the cool thing is this is coming in at, if you import from Japan, he's 83. Domestically, he's going to be 99.
Oof.
That's still.
It looks good, but I've Spider-Man myself out this year.
I can understand that. I really like the paint on this stuff. I like how they.
Good.
Yeah.
If I was like a person who was collecting Spider-Mans and I saw this would be so far the ultimate Spider-Man. Wow. That's how I see it.
I really like there's this like hint of orange in the paint.
See the green around the spider on his chest?
Yeah, and that looks so clean.
That's like isn't that from when they rebooted it again like 2015 or something when he was when he like in charge of a company or something?
Yeah.
This is 1/12, right?
Yeah, this is a 6-inch scale. I really like these eyes now, and it looks like from the one picture you can mix and match the eyes. Like if you look
What?
here,
Oh,
yeah,
I see. You mean they're independent?
yeah, they're independent pieces that just probably slot in. Mike McLattery says he had to cancel and reorder the Viper pack, so I'd give that a go.
Yeah, I saw
Oh.
that, and I might try that here this weekend.
I forgot about that, Mike. I ordered a whole new set, and when it shipped immediately, because it was in stock the whole time, I
okay.
canceled my original pre-order. So I don't know what happened with that. I forgot about that.
There you go. There's your answer.
Who
There
said
it
that in
is.
the comments? Thank you.
McLattery, yep.
Yep.
So we can agree here that this is a good-looking figure with good-looking effects pieces. Now let's go to a good-looking figure where I think we can argue the effects pieces don't help it. So 3 zeros deluxe scale Iron Man Mark II. This thing looks great until you get to the effects piece.
Yeah, I said that too. I think
Yes.
someone said he likes them.
Yeah.
This is 1/12.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it looks really, really
Yes.
premium, and the effects pieces look like Hasbro to me.
Yeah. So 100% look like Hasbro.
Did you zoom in
Wow.
on them? They're
Wow.
gradient. Like they're well done. They're
They're
not
so
just
s-
so
they're
the
so
Hasbro ones.
small.
Let me make my argument, then you could prove me wrong. The Hasbro ones are usually a solid orange or like
Not anymore.
are they even transparent?
Yeah. Like here, let me embiggen myself here. Just 'cause we were talking about the Viper pack, but this is like what you're getting with Hasbro right now.
Yeah, even that Iron Man I just bought, the blast effect for his hand has white paint all over it, and the blast effect that's coming out of his chest has white paint all over it.
Yeah.
You
Right,
can,
but this is recent now. This is something they've just kind of really gone through. Like even the War for Cybertron stuff, that was usually just one piece of like somewhat
Yeah.
translucent
Oh yeah.
plastic, minus like
Zoom
Commander
back up.
class like Rodimus and such.
I think they started with that War Machine, the deluxe War Machine. That had a lot of paint on the effects.
Yeah, it did. That was like where we first started seeing like that, and Black Widow from the Black Widow movie was like where we were starting to see like them really getting into it. Like here you can see.
Yeah, that.
see, I don't. I think that
Is that
looks
the
worse.
Matrix?
I think that
I-
looks worse.
But this is supposed to look like Iron Man in the video game,
right, old
like
school.
from Marvel vs. Capcom.
Wait, so go back
Oh.
to this thing.
Yeah.
So what's the price on it?
This is I think $100.
Okay. Well, so
If I
I can
read-
see
if
why
I
you
read
want
right.
something more premium.
Yeah, I mean he
Are
has
they
LED
metal?
lights. Let's double check here and make sure it is $100. Yeah, $100.
Do
There
they
is
have
die
die
cast
cast?
in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a die cast frame, 48 points of articulation. Should be out this year, actually.
If the feet and hands could light up and light those pieces up, that would be awesome. But that would take a lot.
Yeah.
I forget what company that Comic Cave, whatever. Somebody let me hold their War Machine, and like just turning the waist damaged all the daggone wires inside the body.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm guessing it's just the eyes and the arc reactor on him.
Yeah, I think the flames just look so dull.
Yeah. I mean, he looks good on the stand though, and if you're doing like a Hall of Armor, you don't need him. But
No, just use him. It's him, just seeing him, he looked perfect. But when you add the effects, like we've been saying, that's throwing me off.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
even with
I don't have
like-
a lot of figures with effects on them, so
Mhm. No, if that was a Hasbro, they wouldn't have a premium paint like that, and it wouldn't be a problem.
yeah, if this was a Hasbro piece, it would probably be looking like $30-$40.
Mariano says goodbye.
Good night.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
ST Prodigy?
Oh, Star Trek Prodigy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, on to our next one. We got we're gonna go out from Marvel into a DC teaser. And so has anybody been picking up any of these Arkham figures? I know Dave was interested. Of course, Dave's off tonight, but
No.
in his honor.
I've kind of trying to been weaning myself off of McFarlane, even though they get a lot of views on my channel, but him I might get.
Yeah, I loved the Riddler design in the Arkham series. I loved how they reimagined the Riddler to be like this Jigsaw type character. So I'm sure next week we'll see a full on reveal because that's how Todd rolls. But
I feel like I saw it. Well, I might be remembering things.
Yeah.
Unless there's some other character they showed recently. It was some character they showed where I was like, I might buy that.
That's the only picture.
Yeah, so far this is the only picture I found.
Thanks.
So next up, talk about some gargoyle stuff here. Icon 3D Labs. I mean, we've seen them do a lot of cool stuff for Transformers. Mm-hmm. They are actually getting into the Gargoyles game. Mm-hmm. And this is actually pretty exciting. So they're coming out with a display stand that actually holds the spare accessories, at least for Goliath right now. And, there are wing adapters here.
Better wing?
Well, it looks like it gives you an angle on the wings, which the official just kind of doesn't have. So if you see here, it looks like the piece plugs in.
So you need to hit them up because they want someone to review this kind of stuff, and I don't review this stuff.
I think they contacted me.
Oh, man.
Then I replied to them, and then it was like Ghost Town.
Yeah. They're local, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Well, whatever I said, they didn't like, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna be begging nobody for nothing.
I understand, but they would definitely benefit from getting on your channel.
Oh, maybe. I'll never find out if they don't talk to me, and I'm not begging nobody.
Maybe they're watching right now. Hit them up.
Hopefully.
But I really like this concept. Like, I hate storing my spare pieces in baggies, and I love the concept of just like a specialized box that you can build into a display that holds all your parts.
That is awesome. I wish somebody made new wings that had bendy wire in it.
Did you notice the claw marks on the edge of the thing so you can put his foot?
Yeah.
Right
cool.
It's kind of cool.
Get him back there standing on it. Yeah, I mean this is really, really cool. Do they have a price on it? Yeah. So funny. The funny and sad part is this is $48. So and I understand it gets if you're a small operation, 3D printing stuff this size uses up a lot of filament, and you have to finish it. And
so their prices are usually really good, like so tight. But this one is usually higher than usual.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like here you can't tell this is 3D printed at all. Like they're like definitely sanding this some way, or they're using like I know there's techniques.
Yeah, it's definitely they did really well with the resin printing on it, so they've been tweaking the hell out of it. So
I only have one gargoyle.
They do a lot of post processing, so that's why it's so smooth.
Oh, I forgot. Matt got me Hudson. I forgot to include him, but Matt was like, "Hey, I found him."
Somebody's been looking for that. Oh, Plastic Addict's been looking for that.
Lance really wants Astrobots.
I didn't see any Astrobot news.
What?
I think we talked about them last week or something.
Oh, we did.
They had like a whole mech. We talked about that. You might have to go back a couple episodes.
Lance, sorry.
Yeah, they have one that has 4 arms. We talked about that.
He says, "Why do you all hate me?"
We don't hate you.
They all are awesome,
And you like
and
Astro
everybody
Bot.
should buy them.
So get rid of all this pop-up nonsense here. We get a look at a new Masterverse Deluxe scale figure. Too bad.
Too bad about it.
So I don't know why
I don't know what this is.
this is
I'm
doing
kind
this
of
to me.
over ease as well, like McFarlane.
This
You
is
feel like you're buying the same figure over and over and over again.
Hmm.
But if I was a kid again, that would be awesome.
this is from the Netflix show, right?
Yeah, well, this is the New Eternia version of Too Bad. So he's not really the Netflix show. What I understand with New Eternia is they're kind of like updated versions, but they don't have any fiction associated with them.
Yeah, it's like what they would look like now or something.
Yeah.
It's sort of like how they're doing Legacy.
Yeah, he's so
way more
skinny.
detail.
Yeah, he's definitely not like the old toy I had, where they could punch each other in the face.
Well, them, they're ridiculously buff to the point where they probably couldn't even move or wipe their own butt.
The only thing I can say I don't like about this is that orange plastic, like,
Yeah.
definitely could use some paint there.
What are those 2 items down by? Are those extra hands down underneath the shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he just comes with holding hands and closed fists.
Those hands. Okay.
And then our final bit of news, and this one's interesting. We get a look at a brand new toy line. That kind of will fit in.
Oh,
Yeah, I think T knew. Operation Monster Force. This is coming from a company called Fresh Monkey Fiction, and
them and BBTS.
Yeah,
That
so
was the name.
this is an exclusive line to BBTS, right?
Yeah. They're called the Big Bad Workshop and Fresh Monkey.
Yeah. We go to, does BBTS have?
I like
the
their
direct
fake
link?
Moon Knight right there.
Here we go. Yeah. So these are kind of price-wise, kind of like competing with Valaverse. It looks. What I like is you get a crap ton of accessories here.
Jeez.
Yep. For that $37.
And
It's more than you get with the Fortnite Deluxes. Like
yeah.
that blows the Fortnite Deluxes out the water. You get a comic too?
Yes.
Wow, that blows Hasbro out the water by a lot.
So let's see. This guy's Forgotten King. They also have. I guess they're just calling him Count Dracula because hey, public domain and all.
This would be $45 if Hasbro released.
Now the Dracula figure looks like he comes with a lot less. I'm wondering if he.
Yeah,
is
why would this be $45?
Because Hasbro's selling it. Now I don't know. That like you just said, that's nothing compared to those other figures.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I thought you were saying this guy should be
20
$40.
something.
Yeah. Then we get this. I guess he's supposed to be Van Helsing's descendant, but boom, you get a crap ton of accessories.
It's like too much.
I mean, you get every kind of pair of hands you'd want. I like how they give you the options of the gloved and the bare hands. Looks like you get like his grenades actually come off. He's got a walkie, a detonator. What is this? Is this like a journal?
No
two people's figure will look the same.
It says no 5-language file cards to pass. It's a file card.
Like what you get.
Hasbro.
Yeah.
Yeah, think of the old G.I. Joe tech. But
yeah, what Hasbro does now, if you get a bio, it's 5 freaking languages.
Yeah,
and it's only one sentence.
Yep.
George, you should hate Matt because he's the one that found me, Hudson.
So you got to tell everybody you're searching. But if they find it, you live all the way on the other coast.
Now, this is the one, if I was to get one of these, this is the one I would want to get.
Wow.
So this is the Nocturnal Operations Trooper. So he's like kind of like a vampire trooper. And I really, really like how he has like these alternate face plates, the shoulder pauldron. Like you could troop build this guy and turn him into like several different characters.
Well,
But
see, sir, you can't get out of action figures now.
Well, it's funny because he asked the other day about like collecting figures that we have like no attachment to.
Yeah, I know, I understand why you guys, think this is cool. If I don't have any nostalgia for it, it doesn't do anything for me.
They match up with what we already have. That's one thing.
Yeah, no, I understand.
You could throw them in with Cobra.
It's just, it doesn't excite me for whatever reason. But I get why it's cool.
Transform.
Understandable.
Look how much stuff there is. It's amazing.
Yeah. And it's like I'm not in on
Matt
any of these.
pre-ordered one of these. The one that I said the mask looks like Optimus Prime's face. The black. Where is it?
This guy here, the Sleepwalker. No, that's.
I also
It's that one underneath of the red. Oh, you wait. I think that was it. Underneath of the red arrow.
Yeah, this guy here.
Yeah.
you got to commend them for taking the risk of starting a brand new line with new characters. So
Four Horsemen started it. Like Mythic Legions really picked up, and it was like this action figure line with a ton of accessories that really scratched the itch for a lot of people who wanted something unique and different that they could build dioramas and displays for. And then now we have they've expanded it. You now have like, what was it, Mythic Galaxies or whatever their space. I think that space. Yeah. Paved the way for Valaverse. Like Floosh has his own line. Granted, that's more of kind of like a value line at this point with his ninjas. And then now this. Now the only one I see that like just doesn't really say like where the value is that Dracula. Like he just I'm just kind of curious like whether he's just like super big.
Name?
It's Count Dracula, but I mean I think that's public domain. And it says he comes with a gravestone base. So I'm guessing maybe there's something that they just don't have pictured, like like they just don't have that base piece there. But I commend these guys for coming out with new figures that are that are something different that people could fit into other lines. Like I mean, you could fit these in with your GI Joes, or like this Dracula could fit in with Mythic Legions or
Action Force
or Action Force.
Lines.
Or if you just want to, if you just kind of want to figure where, hey, it's a one-off. But
the more interesting, or I guess novel thing to me, is that Big Bag Toy Store is starting a toy line.
Well, I mean, they also have the exclusive rights to Storm Collectibles too.
You?
They're trying to be like Mezco.
They have exclusive rights to Storm?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, they are now the exclusive retailer of Storm Collectibles, for better or worse.
The one I saw, Toy Dojo has a bunch of Storm.
Well, there are solicitations out. Like any of the prior solicitations are being honored. Yeah. Because I had been getting my Mortal Kombat figures through Amazon just because if I had a QC issue, it was just easy to get an exchange. That worries me a bit with the Mortal Kombat line going through BBTS. Not that BBTS has bad customer service. It's just a pain in the neck to ship things back and to wait, and then for them to go, oh, yeah, we have another one. We can give you one. Or if I run into anything weird, like in the case like Sportimus had, where they're like, yeah, destroy your figure. Send us pictures. So,
That happened to me. I forget the name of the store because I stopped messing with them completely. But my Alternator's Mirage, it didn't come with the gun engine, and I told them that and explained it. So they told me ship the toy to them, and then when they got it, they said nothing was wrong with it, and they shipped it back. I had to pay myself to ship it to them, and then they just shipped me back the same toy.
Oh,
The funniest interaction I ever had with BBTS is I got into an argument with them. I actually ended up calling them. I had it was an MMC figure. It was the Lost Light version of Hot Rod, like where he's in like the teal and the purple and blue. It didn't come with the extra head. So I contacted them like, hey, my figure didn't come with an extra head. They're like, oh, we'll just ship it back. And I was like, why don't you just open up? There's nothing wrong with the figure. Why don't you just open one up and send me the missing head? Rather than having me, I had explained to them the logistics of me shipping my perfectly fine figure to them for them to then take that figure and damage it out and send it back to MMC. Whereas they could just open another one up, send me the head I was missing, and then damage that figure out, and they only have to ship the tiny accessory that I was missing.
Right.
So, like, when I remember, like the guy on the phone, like I think his name was like Michael or something. And he just was like, "Oh, I get what you're saying." I was like, "Yes."
Well, Sony's going to pre-order all of these
yes.
and get 2 of them.
Yep.
I can't wait to see his reviews on them.
Can we move on?
Well, this is our
No, this is
last
the
bit of
last one.
news.
Oh, okay.
So, but before we wrap up, so the one thing that's interesting is with these being on BBTS, I think one of the smartest moves recently was Valaverse being available on Amazon, because you've opened it up to a global marketplace, and so I'm kind of curious to keep an eye on how BBTS does with this and Storm. Because like the thing is like I really want Storm to finish out their Mortal Kombat roster, and like we're finally getting Liu Kang. We haven't gotten the female ninjas yet. We need to get Sonya still. We're getting Kano. We need Shang Tsung and Sindel to like kind of like round out like the big villains, and Ermac as well, which should be a no-brainer. But it's just like, I'm really curious how some of these lines are going to do, being exclusive to a store like this. Like, T, you mentioned Mezco, and Mezco just, does well. Granted, they don't release that much.
Maybe it'll accelerate the distribution because it's only got to go to one place.
I mean, that's feasible. I think that makes sense. But I think first, in the case of Storm, certain things are going to do really well, like Mortal Kombat and Tekken. Some of the bigger ones,
Street Fighter.
Though I haven't seen any new Street Fighter stuff since E Honda.
E Honda is the last one.
Yeah, and Figuarts kind of dropped off the earth with those. Like their last one was like M Bison in 2019, I think.
They have a whole bunch of new characters coming out as well from other video games.
Yeah.
G Tony says I had good service. They paid shipping plus sent me a different figure.
Yeah, the last time I had to do a return with them was for my acoustic wave tapes. My Laserbeak didn't have, like, one of the eyes was just not painted, and they sent me a whole new. They didn't make me send it back. They're just like, hey, here's a new set. If there's issues with the second set, then we'll have to have you send both back. But
that means you can make a buzzsaw out of it.
No, I ended up selling them to a friend for a good price who had better painting skills than I.
Gotcha.
Because everybody was telling me, like, just repaint the eye. I'm like, no, I paid good money for these. I don't want to be like, hey, here's my set where I painted the eye and it's sloppy. But,
do you guys talk KO news in this?
Sometimes we do, depending on whether or not the KO is quality. Did you have one you wanted to highlight?
So they're taking Siege Jetfire and making him the size of Fans Toys Phoenix.
So I did see that. We can talk about that before we wrap up.
Gigantic. I don't see a price yet though, so I don't know. it's not really worth talking about till they put it up for order.
Sony likes Jetfire, or
I
else
like
he's been ready to close things up.
No, you don't have to bring it up. I just wanted to mention it. Maybe we'll have a price by the next time you guys do a show.
Yeah, we'll keep that one in mind on the news.
It's $40.
$40. I'm definitely buying.
Yeah,
I
I'm
already
looking
got
forward.
Phoenix, and I have Jetfire, so I'm good. And I'm about to get Skyfire.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't see the listing on Show Z yet, but
yeah, it's not there yet.
wait, unless this is no. They do have their oversized version of like one of the Legends ones. I think this is the Iron Factory one for $30.
Yep. I passed on that one.
Yeah. They also have the Sharkticons three pack for $34.99. That's pretty good.
I got those too.
Yeah, they're so. So.
All right.
Well, yeah, I think this is a good place to wrap up here. So thanks to everybody for hanging out with us in the chat tonight. You guys are awesome. As mentioned, we are going to take Thanksgiving off. I hope everybody has a great holiday, spends time with loved ones, family, friends, whoever, or just finds time to have a good meal and relax, enjoy a day off.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Before we wrap up, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you slam that like button. Kick off, Mike. Where can folks find you at?
Mainly conversation-wise on the ERC Facebook group, and still dabbling around and trying to find my way with Junkie on Crafts and Builds. I'm actually trying to get some. I'm trying to figure out a multi-camera view for like doing some of the actual craft parts.
Do like an Alton Brown approach. That'd be awesome.
What's that?
If you ever watch Good Eats?
360 camera.
No, he has like a camera rigged up to like a almost like a ring light that goes over his like cooking station.
That's just like a lot more editing. You're gonna have to please start recording.
No, sure, but
yeah, I had like an old GoPro, so I was like thinking about like headbanding it, and then like you can see where I'm actually looking at, and then inner juxtapose side views and all that other crap. But that might be a little too ambitious, you know. I'm still trying to figure out music apparently. So, but you know, I will say, you know, for starting out doing simple things here in a month, there's been a fair amount of activity, so I'm very thankful for that. And getting feedback and conversations have been great. So,
awesome.
You know, I'll keep doing it till it's not fun, but
awesome.
That's it.
Well, TMan, if folks don't know how to use Google, probably SOL, but
yeah, if you're lucky, me and Sony might not be lazy and actually have a video that goes live on or available on Thanksgiving. If you miss us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised you haven't started a Twitch channel yet.
Me?
Yeah.
I need video captures and all that junk.
I mean, you can do right to Twitch from your PS5.
Yeah.
I don't even upload to my YouTube. TMan plays. So.
Oh, well. Fair enough. And lastly, but not leastly, TM reviews, and the just like with T, if folks don't know how to use Google.
Yep. YouTube, pretty much. Although Facebook has been my home for the past week. So, there's been so many different things to being revealed and stuff. But yeah, pretty much Facebook and YouTube.
Right.
Trying to get this guy done.
There you go.
Did you put the screw covers on him?
I didn't yet.
I don't do it.
Why are there screws in the bag though?
The screws hold on the wing pieces. Like
They
the wing
do?
pieces, they stay on, like friction fit pretty good. But if you want them like super secure, you put the screws on.
Oh.
Yep.
I see. Got it.
But I recommend against the screw covers because they won't sit flush and they can stress the plastic.
Then they won't do it.
So avoid them.
Good advice.
Don't break your shit.
Yes.
I need it
And-
to last at least until Victory Leo comes. So
I don't think I have much to shout out other than, like I mentioned, I'll have a new shirt design. The Zero Lux shirt will give a T-shirt away when we come back from break, and the item that I have to give away should hopefully be here by then. So we'll combine those up. I will also be back on Pig for Life's channel doing the Jeopardy championship.
Cool.
The Transformers Jeopardy Championship. I believe we're going to be doing that on December 3rd. So if you're not already subscribed to Pake, check him out, Pake for Life, and that'll be a live Jeopardy event. It's a lot of fun.
Legally distinct Jeopardy-like show.
Basically, yeah. Pake will wear a suit.
are you? So you think you can win?
I don't know. I'm just going to have fun.
I think you can do it.
I think
think you got it.
my strategy is if I don't know the answer, I don't wager on it.
Right.
And unfortunately, I know a lot about Michael Bay movies. The whole time I was playing, I was like, why the fuck do I know this? So that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, as we sign off again, make sure if you haven't already, smash that like button. Huge thanks to our chat squad. You guys rock. We do this show because of you who tune in each and every week. And if you do watch us, not on the live show, but on the post show, leave a comment. I will try and get back to you. We like you guys. We love you guys just as much. And be safe. Have a happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you all in December. Peace out. Have a good one.
See you guys.
Peace.